Hello students, this is Rajesh Agarwal, your English teacher. Till now we have completed two poems. Today we are going to do next poem, that is poem number 3, Keeping Quiet, written by Pablo Neruda. First of all we will see introduction to the poem. Let us see. Keeping Quiet is a splendid poem by Pablo Neruda that dwells on a quality which seems to have been lost in the buzz of 21st century, the quality of silence. The poet wants to say that in today's scenario, silence is not seen in the world. The poem discusses the need of maintaining peace and silence. He stresses upon being quiet and harmless to the human beings, animals, and environment. He suggests that in order to maintain peace and harmony, it is required to stop and introspect ourselves. Means to say, we are to stop ourselves, and introspect means self-analysis. The theme of quietude and stillness is accompanied with the themes of peace, pacifism, fellowship, solidarity, brotherhood, justice, and ecological conservation. To keep quiet is to escape the death with which we threaten ourselves and for once truly and genuinely live. Genuinely means really. So, this is the brief introduction to the poem. Now, let us see what is the rhyme scheme of the poem. Actually, the poem has written in free verse. Free verse means there is no rhyme scheme. It does not have rhyme scheme. This poem is without any rhyme scheme. Now let us see the summary of the poem. The poet asks humanity to count numbers from 1 to 12, 12 being the number of hours shown in a clock or the number of zodiac signs. He requests everyone not to speak because languages create barriers between people. The poet thinks that language creates barriers between people. The moment when everyone stops moving their body will be very special and different, as we have never experienced such a moment before. According to poet, such type of moment we can't experience before. The poet says that in this period of inactivity, when all the people become silent, there is no activity. So in this period of inactivity, the fishermen would not harm the whales, the salt gatherers will not hurt their hands, those who are busy destroying the nature will adopt a new approach towards life. The men who are preparing for wars and victory based on deaths of innocent people will join their enemy and stand in unity with them, doing nothing. No one will harm himself or any other person. Everyone will unite and ponder upon, ponder means think deeply, his acts and realize the results of his deeds. Deeds means jobs, works. The poet clarifies his idea and says further that he doesn't want that people should stand idle. He wants that there should be no war because he does not want to see trucks laden with dead bodies of the soldiers. He is promoting universal brotherhood and peace. The poet says that everyone is working continuously to achieve one's goals. People are threatened by death, and the fear forces them to work endlessly so that they can achieve everything quickly. In this mad rush, they do not realize the repercussions. Repercussions means unpleasant result of something. Here STH stands for something of their acts. He wants us to pause and come out of mad rush. He wants us to be happy about our achievements and celebrate them. He wants us to overcome the fear of death and to relax for a while. We should know the results of our deeds and celebrate our achievements. Next, when the people will remain quiet for a while, they will realize the purpose of their lives. Just like all the creations of nature undergo a rebirth with a change of seasons, similarly, keeping quiet will be a rebirth for the human soul. It will give a new meaning to our life. Again, the poet says that he will count till 12 and asks everyone to remain quiet while he leaves. This is the summary of this poem, Keeping Quiet. Now let us proceed further and see the poem and its explanation. Come to the stanza number 1. Now we'll count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let us not speak in any language. Let us stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Now let us see the explanation of stanza first. In stanza 1, the poet here requests everyone to count till 12 in their own mind and to stop for a while. Maybe this 12 referred by the poet is the 12 hours in the clock or the 12 months in an year. He wants everyone to stop and calm down. The poet urges everyone not to speak any language. As we all know that there are different languages spoken in different parts of the earth, which sometimes become a barrier in our own way for peace. So he asks people not to speak. Not only this, he also wants us to stop moving our arms. By using the word arms, he means the weapons which are used by different countries to raise a war against each other. So basically the poet is demanding peace from all of us. Now let us see the literary devices used in this stanza. Now you are thinking, okay, what is literary devices? Literary devices are very much important for a poet, for a poem. A poet uses literary devices to decorate his poem. Without literary devices, a poem can't exist. So let us see what type of literary devices the poet uses in stanza 1. The very first literary device is assonance. Assonance means use of vowel sounds. The meaning of assonance is use of vowel sounds. And stanza 1, use of vowel sound O and E. We can see in this line, now we will count to 12, not move our arms so much. Two vowel sounds are used here, O and E. In this way the poet uses assonance. Now the second literary device, that is anaphora. Anaphora means two consecutive lines starting with the word let us. When two lines start with the same word, it becomes anaphora. We can see let us not speak in any language, and the next line is let us stop for 1 second. These two lines start from the same word, let us. The next literary device is alliteration, and the meaning of alliteration is repetition of a consonant sound at the start of two or more closely placed words. And we can see this alliteration in this line. We will, W sound is repeated here. So in this way, students, we have covered stanza number 1 for today's lecture. The next stanza we will do in our next lecture. If you have any type of doubt, you can contact me at my WhatsApp number which I have given you in school.